Greg, Thomas, congratulations. We wanted to end this day, which is an incredible day, an emotional day for both of you, with one last walk down memory lane, quite literally, starting here in a place that you both know so incredibly well, the Panthers locker room. What's it like being back in here?
Just bringing back a ton of old memories for me. I practically lived in this place for a very, very long time in the off season. I trained here throughout the whole time, and this is where I spent a ton of time at. So it definitely feels good to be back here.
And this is, Greg, where you spent a lot of time, if I'm not mistaken. We gotta see it for a second.
That's my locker right there. Okun
I've heard
took it over. They gave it away fast.
I heard that you posted up like right
I had a
here
lot of
all the
stuff.
time, and this is where all the media would come and
I would
hang
have
out, right?
boxes of stuff, and I would kind of use this as like a table, so like no one could come around this because it was just covered in all my stuff.
Yeah.
And it was nice. I didn't have anybody on the other side of me. I loved my locker. Although guys would like throw their laundry bags and like hit me with their bags. I'm like, don't worry, guys, I'll get your laundry. Apparently, I'm your mother. But yeah, that was the old locker right there.
And then TD's all the way down here, which we're gonna get to. Now I've heard that you two were just the biggest talkers in the locker room. Am I right? Would you describe yourselves as that?
Hey, we were leaders, right?
Somebody needed to say it.
Somebody got to do it, right?
Could you hear each other all the way? Like, TD, would you know when Greg was doing media, holding court over there, and then?
For sure, but everybody heard me. Everybody heard me.
Thomas was loud.
I was pretty vocal.
If Thomas was around, you didn't miss him.
This is it.
It looks a little different. New signs, new sayings.
So I'm excited when I walk into this locker because I see the guy that's holding it down now. So I'm excited about Brian Burns, man. He's a special player. So if that locker got to be given to anybody, he definitely is the guy that I want to see in it.
All right, so we're gonna go down through the tunnel, out onto the field. When you guys would take this walk pregame, what were the emotions that you had? TD, how did you feel before game?
Electric energy, like it's time to go, like just really excited.
Greg, what about you?
Just so different. I mean, this used to just be like a brick wall. You know, it feels like we're reminiscing from 10 years ago. It was like one season. But yeah, I mean, we'd be walking down here, and you know, there'd be fans all lined up, kind of waiting for us and cheering us on, and getting ready to either be introduced or, you know, just run out as a team, depending on which side of the ball was getting introed that day. And yeah, this was it. This was the last little moment you had to collect your breath and collect your thoughts, because you knew the next 3 hours were going to be pretty intense. So this was it right here. There'd be people hanging down and cheering, and you'd kind of be standing here getting ready to run out. There's nothing like it, you know. There's nothing, you can't recreate it in any other world.
Once you hit this spot right here, man, it was on.
This is when it's real.
What does it feel like right now to be doing this after the day that you both had?
I'm just glad I don't have to run out of here and be asked to play anymore.
I'm excited to just be able to do this one last time. You know, just being able to just take this all in and just enjoy this moment, man. And I can't think of a better guy to share this day with, man. Once again,
this was awesome. Doing this together was really special. I mean, not only for Thomas and I, but you know, I know how much my wife loves Kelly and respects her and just appreciates her, and the kids, and having, you know, kids, Thomas's kids, that when we first met each other,
they were your kids.
It was like my kids, and now to see what our future looks like through the lens of Thomas's family is pretty cool for us. So, in that regard, there's a lot of cool connections.
TD, I see you looking out at all the seats, the big board. What is a memory on this field that you'll never forget? I know there's a lot.
So I think just being able to come out here and step on this field and play my first NFL game, that's a memory that I will never forget. But I think the one thing, especially now that I reflect and look back on it, my first NFL sack was against Tom Brady. And it was as a rookie, and I was able to sack Tom Brady right over here. And I think that's one of the things that I'll always cherish and always remember as a player, seeing who he's become as one of the all-time greats of this game.
Not a bad way to start.
No, it's a good start.
The sack total, right? Against Tom Brady.
I think it was like our second game of the season too. So
Pretty good way to start things off.
Right.
And Greg, do you remember your first game here on this field after getting here to Carolina?
I do. It was a preseason game, actually. We played the Giants, and I actually caught a touchdown right there. And then first ball that Cam ever threw me, right down this when he came in the second quarter. I remember a lot of those moments here. I'll tell you, the thing I remember the most walking out here, the part I loved the best was we had a great routine with my family. They would stand over there outside the visitors tunnel, and I would run out in pregame, and I'd get to go over there and see my wife and my kids and my parents and take 5 seconds to just say what's up to them and take pictures with the kids and give them a hug and really just enjoy the moment as a family before I'd kind of trot out here and begin my pregame. So, like, that's the first thing, like, walking out of that tunnel that I remember, and those were things that I'll always appreciate.
Thomas, where did your family usually sit?
They usually sit right behind us, like right behind the bench. Our sections were the wheelchair seats for the family, so that's where they sat at during those games. And we kind of been around it long enough. We kind of got it figured out with the ticket office to kind of sit our family right behind us, and that's where my wife chose to be at. And I mean, it was always special when I was able to come to the bench after making a play or after having something bad happen and just look right up into their faces and just bring everything back into perspective. So it was good to have them there.
We talked about a moment, but like, what's a standout game that happened for the two of you on this field?
I mean, probably that NFC Championship game. I know there's so many mixed emotions, right? Watching Thomas go down, get hurt, oh my God. We played like the game of our lives, you know, in front of our own crowd and knowing that we were going to the Super Bowl and standing here in midfield and holding the trophy up and just enjoying it with your buddies was awesome, you know. And then the next morning, Thomas being in there after having surgery at
6 a.m.
6 in the morning, and we're in there getting ready to Monday, and Thomas is laying there and he just had his arm put back together, and we're like, dude, and like your first question, I hate to like admit this, right? You're like, are you okay? Are you going to be able to play, right? Like, we're so warped that like at that moment, I'm not proud of it, but he would have said the same thing to me. We're like, you're like, Thomas, you're going to be able to play, right? Like, we're going to the Super Bowl, bud. Like, we got to figure it out. And he's like, hell yeah, I'm going to play. And like, I don't know. I just remember all of that so vividly. I remember the picture we took on the sideline.
Yeah.
Thomas is standing there and he's got his arm like wrapped in like some big old thing, a big brace. And I don't know, that night, that game just sticks out because, man, we were rolling. You know, we peaked 2 weeks early.
And I think, honestly, for me, it was the game before that. When we played against Seattle and we jumped out like 31-0 at halftime. And Seattle, in true Seattle fashion, they fight their way back into the game. And it actually ended with an onside kick recovery. I recovered the onside kick. These guys gave me a hard time every single Saturday when we go out and we walk through that, and I had to recover the kick. And
we were killing them. Like, why is Thomas recovering?
Every single Saturday, but every
time,
the one
that mattered.
Every time I got up and I had an onside opportunity, I was 3 for 3. And there ain't too many guys that can say that. I was 3 for 3.
He got the one that mattered.
And the one that mattered the most, I didn't care if I came down on my head. However I came down, I wasn't letting that ball go.
I remember running over after Thomas jumped up and he caught it. The rest of us, we are like sprinting with every ounce of energy we have left. And we get over to the pile and we're pulling him up. I mean, he's just laying there, the ball.
We're not letting this ball go.
We got it. Thank you. And we're like pulling them up and we're trying to get to Thomas and we're like, it's over. You know, like we got over that hump.
That hump of Seattle, man.
It was like right here.
Yeah,
we covered it on the left side of the field.
We're literally standing right in the same area.
So it was pretty, I mean, there's so many memories that we have here. It was pretty cool.
And then to see your families out here right now and to see your faces up here, have you been able to process today?
I knew it was going to be a great day. It probably exceeded my expectations. You know, the attention to detail, the little things they did to make Thomas and I feel special and welcomed, and to finish this thing the way we should have was awesome. And to do it with Thomas, and just it was they couldn't have done a better job. We couldn't be more thankful for it.
It's been an incredibly special day. I'm going to get out of the way, let you guys enjoy one moment here on this field where you've created so many memories by yourself. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you guys. Appreciate doing this with you, bud.
Man, same, bro. Just
Just
enjoy.
glad we don't have to do it anymore.
No, I'm about to look forward to watching you on TV, bro.
My feet won't hurt as bad.